Hi friends, thanks for joining me again this week. It is so good to see you. This week we're talking about Elijah, and we talked about Elijah last week. Do you remember what Elijah is? That's right, Elisha is a prophet, somebody who speaks for God. Well, we're going to learn a story about somebody who is sick. Do you know anybody that's sick? Maybe you do. And if you don't, that's okay too, which is really great if you don't know anybody that's sick. For our art activity, we are going to make a get well soon card. So I have a piece of paper and I'm going to fold it in half. I folded mine this way, and I can either do a get well this way or this way. So I am going to work on my get well card. I'm going to write get well soon. Just like that. And you know what people really like to see on get well soon cards? Pictures. You are such a great artist. It brings a smile to anybody's face that is not feeling so good. So make yourself a get well soon card while we do our video, and you can send it to somebody who doesn't feel good. And if you don't know anybody that is sick, bring it to the church office or mail it to me, and I'll give it to somebody who's not feeling so good. So while you work on that, we're going to listen to our Bible story. Okay, our Bible story, it's at the beginning of the Bible. Do you remember what the beginning of the Bible is called? The New Testament or the Old Testament? Do you remember? It's the Old Testament. And we're in 2 Kings, and we're on chapter 5, verses 1 through 19. And right here in my Bible, it says our story is called Naaman is Healed. Another cool thing about this Bible, it has our deep blue kids in it, and it has a little section that kind of tells our story, and it has some questions. In the beginning of it says, sometimes grown-ups forget that young people have good ideas. The Bible story about Naaman is about Naaman, who was the leader of a large army, but he was really sick. And you know what? Naaman listened to a little girl's idea on how to get healed. Isn't that amazing that a big, powerful person could listen to a little girl and get healed? All right, let's listen to our story. Today our story comes from the Spark Story Bible, published by Spark House. The name of our story is called Naaman is Healed. Naaman was in charge of a very big army for the king of a place called Aram. He was a big, strong, and important man in his country. Sadly, Naaman had a disease called leprosy, which gave him painful sores on his body that would not go away. A young Israelite girl was a servant in Naaman's household and knew of a prophet named Elisha in her country who could heal Naaman's leprosy. When Naaman heard this, he asked the king if he could go to Israel to be healed. The king liked Naaman, so he told him he could go. Elisha heard that Naaman was coming, so Elijah sent a messenger to Naaman and told him to go wash 7 times in the river to heal his leprosy. Naaman was angry. Why didn't the prophet Elijah come here and heal me? I am an important man, he fumed. I could wash in the river in my own country. What's so special about this little river? He demanded. At least try, Naaman's servant exclaimed. We've come a long way. All right, Naaman muttered. He went to the edge of the river and stuck in his big toe. Nothing happened. All the way in, ordered Naaman's servant. Naaman went all the way in and came out dripping wet. He counted with his big booming voice every time he went into the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Naaman washed himself in the river 7 times, just like Elijah said to do. After the 7th time, Naaman looked down at his skin. It worked! Naaman was shocked. Now he knew that God was amazing. He went home praising and thanking God. So, during bath time or even at the pool, dunk in the water 7 times. Talk about what you would do or say if God healed you.
Out of his lair, I can be a grizzly and more like a bear. If I need some confidence, I say a prayer, and God will make me strong. I can be an eagle flying into the night. I can be a hero standing up for what's right. No matter what tomorrow brings, I'll hold on tight, and God will make me strong. And I can be courageous with the capital C. Be the bravest with the capital B. God's the greatest with the capital G. God will make you strong. I can be a tiger, look me right in the eye. I can be a wild boar or give it a try. I can speak the word of God and make people sigh. God will make me strong. And you can be like Shadrach walking into the flame, or be just like Elisha and rejoice in God's name. You can be like Peter and go out and proclaim. God will make you strong. And I can be courageous with the capital C. Be the bravest with the capital B. God's the greatest with the capital G. God will make me strong. Yes, you can be courageous with the capital C. Be the bravest with the capital B. God's the greatest with the capital G. God will make you strong. God will make you strong. Make you strong. And I can do anything. With God, I'm not afraid. I can do anything. God taught me how to be brave. And you can be courageous with the capital C. Be the bravest with the capital B. God's the greatest with the capital G. God will make you strong. God will make you strong. Make you strong.
So how would our story have been different if the little servant girl was afraid to speak up? Doesn't seem like Naaman would have gotten healed, huh? It was important that she spoke up. Have you ever been in a situation that you were afraid to speak up? Sometimes it happens and we get nervous. How can you get the courage to speak up if you need to? I think that when I am nervous and need courage, that I start talking to God. You know, I don't hear God's voice talking back to me, but I feel like I'm close to God and I can feel love in my heart. And then sometimes I wake up the next morning and I know the right thing to do. And I feel like I'm not alone and that I can have the courage to speak up. So because of that servant girl having enough courage to speak up, to talk to Naaman and say how she knew that he could get healed, Naaman not only was healed, but Naaman started learning to love God. We never know what God has in store for us and what God might be wanting us to do to help other people learn about God's love. All right, well, thank you for joining me. And remember, send me those cards if you don't have anybody to send the Get Well card to. I'll see you soon.